Guys, welcome to Pisac. I brought you here with me so we can visit together one of the most beautiful archaeological sites in Peru. Coming from Ollantaytambo, Pisac is right on the opposite side of the Sacred Valley. However, with a couple of vans and 10 soles, you can get there in less than 2 hours. Pisac is a very easy reach from Cusco, and that's also why it's gaining so much popularity among tourists. If you start visiting the Sacred Valley from there, it's the first archaeological site you'll find on your way. Pisac attracts two different kinds of tourism. There's a more traditional one linked to the archaeological park, but there are also a lot of people coming here looking for a psychedelic and spiritual experience. Strolling through the narrow streets, your senses will be overwhelmed by an infinite amount of shades of colors, traditional music and vendors asking for your attention. The center of the town is extremely touristy, but you can still find some hidden gems among ponchos, hats, bags and any kind of souvenirs, like this wood fire oven that has been baking every day for more than 200 years. I suggest you stop here to try one of their empanadas for just 4 soles.
Aquí tiene. Gracias.
One place where you can satisfy your need of souvenirs and handcrafts and get basically everything you can think of is the Mercado Artesanal of Pisac.
Bueno, mi nombre es José Coquira, soy alfarero hace 40 años, trabajo todo lo que es cerámica de pequeño a grande. Ahorita estamos pintando una pequeña sopera, que esta es la decoración inca, es colibrí, y estoy haciendo ya el acabado. Después de pintar, tengo que pasar la laca para que proteja la pintura. Ya son tazas decorados a mano. Y también tenemos acá las copitas pequeñas que son, luego otro tipo de tazas geométrico inca, ya. Y después tenemos acá el torito de Pucará, siempre se vende por el par. Es un torito, ¿cómo se llama?, que protege, hay que poner al techo de la casa para que proteja la pareja, ¿no? Y entonces te trae buena suerte para que la casa esté, ¿cómo se llama?, muy fuerte, para que no se derrumbe, ¿no? Ya. Acá tenemos, por ejemplo, el vaso ceremonial. Este es el vaso ceremonial que antes los incas utilizaban para tomar chicha de maíz. Ese es el famoso quero, su nombre es quero, pero vaso ceremonial, antes los incas utilizaban esto. Y acá tenemos tacita de café expreso, pequeñitos, para poder tomar su cafecito. ¿Ya? Esta es una jarra, es una tetera. Es una tetera hecho por mí. Todos los trabajos que usted ve son hechos por mí. Y también tenemos las azucareras, las famosas azucareras. Esas son las azucareras, están porcelanadas por dentro. Buena resistencia, buena quema. Esta es una tacita de café expreso que está quemado 2 veces. Primero el bizcocho a 750 grados, después se pone la porcelana y vuelve al horno eléctrico, donde se quema en 8 horas, que llega a la temperatura de 1050 grados. Para probar que es muy fuerte los trabajos que yo los hago. Mire, es una prueba. Así, como ve, muy resistente, no hay problema, mucha garantía. Invito a todos los hermanos latinoamericanos, sudamericanos, que vengan a nuestro pueblo de Pisac, que acá pueden encontrar unos productos muy buenos y de mucha garantía, hechos por los artesanos de Pisac. Muchas gracias, señor.
Yo ya compré.
Sí, me compró el señor, y que le vaya bien y un feliz viaje. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Mi nombre es José, ¿y usted?
Marco.
Marco, qué bien, Marco, qué bien.
There are so many things here that if you like this kind of stuff, you'll get crazy. Now let's go to check out the Inca ruins. We have to go up there. That's the entrance of the site. Wow, first terraces, and I think I have to walk over each one of them to get to the top. The archaeological park includes different agglomerates of ruins, among which we have terraces, aqueducts, walls, temples and cemeteries. Along the way you'll find yourself walking through the 4 barrios that form the ancient Pisac: Caschisracay, Kalla Q'asa, Intiwatana and Pisaqa. You know, you can get to the top with a taxi, but I like to suffer. The construction of Pisac began during the reign of Pachacutec in the 15th century, during a period of big territorial expansion of the empire. That's the beginning of the Sacred Valley with the Urubamba River. This one is the new town of Pisac. While I take a quick break, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Pisac. Pisac was a very important citadel before the arrival of the Spanish. It was famous for its terraces, as you may have seen. There are a lot of them, and this is just the beginning. There are way more up there. And it was also famous for its tower. There are around 20 towers up there. After the arrival of the Spanish, the citadel was sacked and all the temples destroyed, houses destroyed, same old story. And the people left and moved downhill over there where the Spanish built a colonial village. As many other Incas villages, it was also a religious place and a checkpoint over the valley. I came from down there and I still have to get up there. These are the first Inca walls I found on my way. Beautiful as always. These walls are made with mud, rocks and hay. We can see from here that the city was pretty big. It stretches from up there until there. If I keep going this way, I will get to Intiwatana, which was the most important part of the citadel. That should be the main entrance, at least I hope so. There are a lot of information about this place I would like to give you, so if you don't like archaeology or history, please bear with me. The first thing you find on your way when you come up here is this. This is a purifying source of water used by the people of the village downstairs. They used to bath in here to purify themselves before entering the temple. Very interesting things. These are the steps they used to go down there. Those two holes over there, they were for the hands. They used to grab them like that, bend their body in a more respectful position. All this area was just for the nobility, for the priests and for the wife of the Inca. First thing to notice before entering this place is the double door. When you see a double door like this one, it means that the place was very important. If the source of water we saw before was used by the normal people of the village, this source of water right behind me was used by the women of the nobility. And all this space over here was the ceremonial area. These are the seats of the priests during the ceremonies. And over there, that's the seat of the Inca. This is the cross of the Andes, the Chakana. It's probably the most famous Inca symbol. The one we saw there is just half of it. The entire one looks something like this. There are a lot of meanings around this symbol. The most important ones are these three steps representing the three worlds, the sky, the earth and the underworld. At the center we can see a hole, the Pachamama. The 4 points are the 4 parts of the Tawantinsuyo. During the solstice in June, the sun goes over there, projecting the shadow of the other half of the cross of the Andes. That's the throne of the Inca. Imagine it covered with precious materials. And this flat surface, was the place for the offerings. All sorts of fruits and crops were put over there during the ceremonies. This building behind me is the only one with rough rocks, because it was just a kitchen. This is the inside of the kitchen, and in this corner we can still see the original mud used to cover the inside of the building. We have seen the place for the normal people to get purified, the one for the women of the nobility, and this one behind me is the place where the men pardon me, where the men of the nobility used to purify themselves in the water. Let's play a closer look to the Temple of the Sun, which was used as a calendar by the Incas. This is what remains of the Temple of the Sun. Originally it was like double the actual size, and in front of it there's this altar for sacrifices, animal sacrifices. Well guys, this was everything I learned about this part of the citadel. Let's keep moving, there's a lot more to see. Pisac is a Spanish name. The original name was Pisaqa, which is a bird of the Andes. It takes its name from this area of the citadel, because if you notice it, it looks like a bird spreading its wings. From here you can see the Inca cemetery. You see those holes in the mountain? Those were tombs. Of course, they've been sacked by the Spanish because they used to bury their people with gold and precious materials. Nowadays there are still some skulls and bones, but the access is forbidden. This site takes the name of Tanta Marca, and even though there is not much left, it still offers some insight into the funerary practices of the Incas. I reached this place, it's called Intiwatana, something like that. And this was the chamber of the princess, the wife of the Inca. This was probably a resting spot. Let's keep climbing up. You know why the Incas used to build on top of the mountains? Because they loved to live close to their gods. "5 hours walking in that direction, there's Cusco. So for the Spanish, shouldn't have been that hard to reach this place and steal all the gold." Let's try to get inside. Oh. Whoa. That's something. Despacio, slowly. No worries, mate. I'll take it easy. Ooh, I'm about to die. Almost there. I see it. Almost there. Look at those terraces. They're perfect. This is the third sector of the Citadel. There's just one missing, and it's over there. Judging by the rocks of these houses, this was a residential area, no temples around. This is still the original material used to build the houses. That's why they put the roof on top, so the rain doesn't damage it. As I mentioned in another video, the Incas were very prudent when it came to build houses and temples, because this was a very seismic area. And if you notice, the doors have this trapezoidal shape because it's way more effective in case of earthquake. For example, if I stand like this and you push me, I fall easily, but if I put my legs in this way and you push me, I won't fall. So it's the same principle. Let's get to the fourth and last sector because I'm starving and I'm so thirsty. I have no water with me. I didn't have breakfast and it's 4 p.m. I guess. So I really need to go back to the village and drink something at least. All this water and I'm not allowed to drink it. That's it, we are at the doorstep of the fourth sector. Guys, this panorama is unreal. Unreal. Well guys, this is it from Pisac. We'll keep exploring the surroundings tomorrow. There's another place I want to show you. It's not properly in the Sacred Valley, but it's fairly close. So we'll check it out tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning. To get to our next stop, I grabbed another minivan to take me back to Cusco, which is the best place to arrange a day trip to our next amazing destination. Early wake up today, 4:30 in the morning, back in Cusco. We are going to visit the Humantay Lake. Here we go guys, the van left me pretty close to Soraypampa, which is the village from where the trail starts. To get there is gonna be around 40 minutes walking and then 1.5 hours of steep climb to reach the Humantay Lake. From here we can see the Salkantay and the Humantay. This is also the beginning of the Salkantay trail, which is going to take you to Machu Picchu within 5 days of hike. Lots of horses around, as I said in a previous video. Guys, if you want to do these kind of things, do it walking. Leave these animals alone. Also, it's because of you that we have to walk avoiding shit all time long. First stop. Whew. Both the Humantay Lake and the Humantay Mountain are sacred places for the Incas. As a sign of respect, all the biggest mountains around Peru are called Apu, meaning Lord. Every mountain has a living spirit. The body and the energy of the mountain together form the Wasi, the house of the spirit. That's it, we made it. Actually, it took me just around 15 minutes to get up here against the 1.5 hour the guide has told me before. So yeah, definitely doable under 1 hour, and I'm not that fit, so you can do it as well. Unfortunately, there are a lot of clouds at the moment, so I'm going to wait for a while and hopefully it's going to clear up a bit. I feel like on top of the world. Wow! That mountain behind me was totally covered until 30 seconds ago, and I just turned back. Now I see the glacier just behind me. Amazing. I think this is the most epic place from where I've ever closed a video. So let's close it here. So guys, this is it from Cusco and the Sacred Valley area. I'm gonna stay in Peru for a few more days because there are a couple of places that I still want to check out. So stay there, don't go anywhere, and be good out there. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.